Hi, this is Anthea, the naturopath. Just to remind you that our upcoming 21-day New Year's Summer Cleanse program kicks off this Monday, the 12th of January. I wanted to talk about the month of January, which is often framed as a time for reinvention and self-improvement. And it sounds super encouraging, but I don't think it's the spirit of our work, let alone this program. And I wanted to talk about that, the timing of it being January, and what our seasonal cleanse program really is about. For me, January is not about self-improvement. It's about pausing and listening. It's about self-awareness and self-recovery, where we gently turn towards the parts of ourselves that have been overstretched, overworked, and quietly carrying so much in the last year. And it's about not rushing into these extremes or rigid routines or constant optimization, because I think when we're doing that, we're overriding the body's natural signals that is saying, hold on a second, take a breath, take a pause. What do I need to do to tend to the parts of myself that I've been pushing through? So for me, a good cleanse program, which is this one that we've been running for quite a few decades, is about creating the conditions for the body to settle, to regulate, to restore, and remember its own rhythm. So we designed it with a prep week, and the prep week kicks off this Monday. And the reason being is so we don't jump straight in. Like any cleanse or detox, we're paring back addictive substances like caffeine, sugar, and alcohol, and ultra processed foods. And the reason being is so that when we start, we can replenish with really good nutrition and hydrating fluids. And it also means that we're not shocking or straining or overwhelming our body with those uncomfortable detox symptoms. So a prep week is something that we include in all of our detox programs. And then when we kick off on Monday, the 19th of January, with 21 days of the cleanse itself, we introduce simple whole foods and daily self-care tutorials, because for me, I think if you are understanding why you're doing what you're doing, it is far more empowering, and I think it will stick. And in doing so, we're creating healthy habits that go beyond the cleanse itself. Yes, it's about eating well and resting and moving and living in a way that gives the body space to respond. And it's about consistency and kindness and rebuilding trust with your body. We end the week with transition week, which is just as important as prep week, the start of the cleanse. And this is where we stabilize, we integrate, and we gently return to everyday life without undoing all the good work that you've done. So throughout the cleanse, you'll be supported by me. I host the program on an online platform, which I'm going to share the screen to show you. Within that is an online learning portal, as well as a community board. And in that community board is where I pop up to inspire, to reflect on the day or the week that was, for you to ask any questions, and for you to feel supported by the community, because we start together and we finish together. The program is also supported by my team, Heidi and Maddie, who are qualified nutritionists, herbalists, naturopaths. In addition, we have 5 live Zoom sessions where we can ask questions live, and usually it's at the end of the week or the beginning of the week, whichever way you look at it. And we're reflecting on the day or the week that was in a live setting. And I think it's very encouraging when you're sitting together with like-minded people, deeply exploring how you're feeling, sharing, and also inspiring with delicious recipes and those kind of things. Before I flip the screen and share with you, I want to remind you that our cleanse program is now part of our membership. Our membership is called Staying Healthy Together Club. And the reason I incorporated it in that is so you can have an access to all of our resources, which includes our recipe library, our health resource library, something called the food audit, and so on. So let me flip the screen, because it is very exciting to actually see it live. So this is what your dashboard would look like. Here is the 21-day seasonal cleanse program. very easy. Like with any little space that we've got here, there'll be a table of contents on the left-hand side. So this is the welcome prep week. And then we kick off with our 21-day self-care tutorials. And what will then go live is the transition week and so on. Just coming back to our dashboard. Part of that is our community board, the Staying Healthy Together Club community board, where basically we share, you write your little questions and we respond to those questions. Also, you can see our live Zoom events when they'll be. You can connect with members and just basically ask questions as you need, as you move through. So just coming back to the dashboard, you'll also have access to our seasonal cleanse library. Again, on the left-hand side, you will see table of contents. I've set up the library so it's super easy. So vegetable recipes, salad recipes, egg recipes, and these are lovely downloadable cards that you can keep forever. What else have we got here? The Health Resource Library. I created this for my patients, but as members of the Staying Healthy Together Club or becoming a seasonal cleanser, you have access to all of this. So if you want to learn more about Candida, for instance, what is Candida? Foods to avoid when managing and foods to eat. And finally, actually, there's a few more things. The food audit, which is, looking at the foods that are really healthy for you, like what's the best type of yogurt or the best pasta and so on. And probably one of my most signature programs next to the cleanse is the nervous system program, which I created many, many years ago and have refined over the years. So let me stop sharing that now. So that's that in a nutshell. If you have any questions and you want to discover more, just have a look at our website, which will link through to our membership. So when you sign up to the 21-day New Year Summer Cleanse, you'll have 3 months access to that entire membership. So just a reminder that we kick off this Monday, the 12th, and we kick off with a live Zoom on Monday night at 6 p.m. So that's where you can ask me more questions. So I hope you will join us. And remember that a good cleanse is a cleanse which brings us back into more presence, less about force, more about foundations that run really without any extremes. They don't just burn brightly or fade quickly, that they become rooted in everyday, daily, real life. So I hope you'll join us. You'll find the link in the bio and wishing you well always.